Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool. And sometimes we think of these tools as being really small or tiny. The little 100mm Knipex Cobras or plier wrench, or maybe the 4-inch crescent wrench. Not just adjustable, but a real crescent wrench. You know, or even some of the smaller regular ones, 6-7mm double box. Just in my wrench drawer, it just disappears. Or even a stubby 10mm, what Snap-on calls a midget 10mm, pretty small. Or one of my favorites that Snap-on actually make, a fully featured reversible ratcheting 6mm combination wrench. Pretty cool. But there are also some smaller ones. I mean, take a look at these little guys here. Like this one, for instance. This is a 1/8 inch head on a combination wrench. You can see the little back, the 6-point there. This thing has a weight of about 0.165 ounces. That means there's about 90 some of these in a pound. And it's $32 if you look up that number, the OXI4 on the Snap-on website. If you want to just buy the one wrench, it's 32 bucks. And 32 times 90 is about $3,100. $3,100 a pound is how much this wrench costs. But anyway, there are other sizes, little teeny weeny ones, 5/32. Snap-on isn't the only one who makes these. Proto makes some, and I think Faycom makes some, but they aren't very common. And this set here that I got, these double-sided Snap-ons, you can see there's a 3.2mm and a 5.5 and a 4 and a 5 here. This was part of a set. This set here, here's a 6 and 7, I believe, yeah, and then a 7/8, or no, wait, that's an 8 and 9, and then a 10 and 11. That's what that is. But anyway, this set here I don't think is made anymore. I got this a long time ago, you know, more on a whim. I thought, you know, because there are a few larger sizes, you know, the 6 through 10, I run into fasteners like that, but these little ones just fascinated me. You know, little tiny wrenches. I believe this one's still available. This is the standard, or a metric set, from 9mm down to 4mm. You can see the little tiny one here. At 4mm, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think this set was, or 9, what do I have? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.5, that's what it is. 5, 5, 5, and 4. This one's like 2 1/4, 250, or 225, something like that. Now, it's still made. This one is available. This one's a little over $300, and that starts out at the 1/8 little guy, on up through 3/8. And so these are still made, but pretty pricey for wrenches of this size unless you really need them. That's why a lot of people don't have these just sitting around. Plus they get lost. I mean, that's managing a wrench this size, that's about the size of a nail or screw, might be a little difficult. But anyway, they're pretty cool wrenches just to see the Snap-on quality in something that's just near microscopic. Workmanship's great. They are actually, I guess there are some really tiny 12-point ones that they make. Those go up around 60 bucks a piece when you get into the really tiny, like 4mm with a 12-point on the back. Call them British Standard, I think. But anyway, you don't see them very often. I got these sets a while ago, and I'm glad I did, especially the one I can't get anymore. But in all honesty, I haven't encountered a 3.2mm fastener ever. 5.5, I guess, is common in some European and British vehicles. I've run into, actually, I might have it handy here. It's kind of an interesting tool. Here's a little tiny wrench. Look at that guy. Seen one of these before? Yes, that's an Apple logo from Apple Computer. These came with Apple II computers, and they were designed to fit the serial connectors on the back of the machines. So, you know, when things were screwed into the back, they actually gave you a wrench. So these are kind of collectibles now. You can see an Apple wrench, kind of cool. But anyway, little teeny weeny tools, a lot of fun to see. Not as much fun to use, but because our hands are just way too big. But it sure makes these other little tiny tools just seem huge. Anyway, and with that, Doc out.